Alright, the blueprint for divinity is the Paut Neteru. P-A-U-T-N-E-T-E-R-U. The tree of life. And if you get into any book, any religious book, any of those doctrines, you're probably going to hear about the mentioning of a tree of life or something of that ilk, something of that sort. So I'm just going to go to the book of Revelation and real quick for the mentioning of the tree of life. It states in the epilogue, "Blessed are those who wash their robes, that they may have the right to the tree of life and may go through the gates into the city." The city, you may recall, is the New Jerusalem, that is to replace the Babylon at the end of days, or the transitioning period, which we just went through one of them. The delights of the New Jerusalem is the river of the water of life, as clear as crystal, flowing from the throne of God. On each side of the river stood the tree of life, bearing 12 crops of fruit every month. And the leaves of the trees are for the healing of the nations, which is, that quote is in Ezekiel and in Genesis. So no longer will there be any curse. The throne of God and the Lamb and of the Lamb will be in the city, and his servants will serve him. Revelations 22:1-5. So, and if we go to the Torah too, it's interesting to see that in the Hebrew Bible, it opens with the punishment in the form of being denied access to the tree of life. And basically at the end of the Christian Bible, it's a pronouncement that the leaves of the trees are for the healing of the nations. So I guess coming full circle. At the time when all evil would have been set aside, the Christian Bible ends with the city in which it is to be found God and the Lamb and the river of the water of life and the tree of life. Unfortunately, nothing is said about the tree of life. It's obviously of great importance from the accounts of Genesis, like I said, and the book of Revelation and Ezekiel, like I said. Fortunately, thousands of years before either book was written, the holy sages of Kemet, or Egypt, recorded hundreds of statements and detailed teachings on this tree whose leaves are for the healing of mankind in the holy scriptures of Kemet. So again, I tell everybody, get with the 11 laws or the Paut Neteru. It's a good framework or guideline to knowing yourself and what the self is and the laws of the universe. So I really can't even teach it. I just know that if you want to delve into any religion, it's there. So like I said, I went to the book of Revelation. We can go to the Torah. We can go in anything, any book. The tree of life will be mentioned because it all comes from Africa. All these modalities, all these things are coming from Africa. And whether it's straight hair or kinky hair, it's all black, man. It's all black. I love us. All right, y'all. Happy New Year.